based on their level of localization maturity?
If we speak about maturity, it's important to separate basically technological maturity and localization maturity. And only the best of the best can mix it together. We have some of these customers reaching that level, but in terms of localization maturity, it's really about monitoring the quality, being able to invest reasonable amount of effort and money into maintaining and monitoring the quality of the content as such, and quality of the process, basically of the conduct.
When you said localization maturity versus tooling maturity, that there's a difference. Can you just separate that out for me? How do you think of those?
Yeah, technologically advanced companies, they are usually keen to automating the things and automating processes as much as possible, but they don't pay much attention to the overall quality of the translation of their content. For them, it's important to get the content out translated as easy or as quickly as possible, you know, without much investment, without any internal hurdles or basically problems. So they usually invest into integration into tools, whereas during the time when they become more aware, and in quite a hard way, that they face some complaints from their end users that there is some problems with the translation, with the level of support, with their documentation. So they realize, hey, if we want to succeed, we probably need to invest more into it. And they start realizing, hey, we can invest into LQAs, we can invest into monitoring the quality of our translation memories, invest into consistency, you know, and that kind of data hygiene. So they usually become mature this way.
And are you seeing any trends in like the way that localization teams that are signing up for Localize as a whole are kind of using the tooling? Is there something different that the team wants now?
If I can name some of those, let's leave AI besides for a while, because this is definitely the hot topic that everybody here would like to hear about. I would like to touch basically two aspects that I learned during past few years. It's basically that TMS environment serves not only for the translation, but also for the content delivery. Being part of a backend, basically tech stack that is able to provide over-the-air content to apps and platforms. So that kind of automation, so you can really change something in the background easily, and it will get propagated to your UI in a very comfortable way. So that's one thing. Another thing is design led localization. If you imagine the whole chain of the life cycle of translation, starting with UX design, their implementation, and then translation, then you are basically taking the last piece of the workflow and putting it forward, and in between UX design and implementation. So it's much faster, it's much more agile, and at the same time you're converting the traditional role of TMS into kind of collaboration platform between UX designers and developers and translators, of course.
Fantastic. And final question then. So I am going to ask one question about AI. I know basically I don't want this whole thing to descend into an AI conversation. And the reason for that is that I know that it can, I know that the topic has that power. So I propose that we're going to ask one question now, because a few people have asked questions, and then we'll move on as we get into the topic and go back to the main topic of the day. So AI then, how do you, obviously it's going to affect localization and the way that we do translations and all of these things. Can you give us the vision for how you think that it might?
I really believe that it has a potential to reshape and redesign the traditional paradigms and change the localization industry completely. My vision about that we will soon experience a huge amount of content AI generated that will not be humanly possible to translate. So a rise of the of NMT as well as AI generated target content directly will see, you know, massive amount of increase of that content.